All right. I had to go on. I don't know what this is doing. It was like repeating me over and over. So I had to exit out of that scheduled one. I'm just waiting to see if it's doing the same thing. Can you guys hear me? I'm not on Rumble right now. I have to figure out how to sync them together. Okay, it's saying that there's only one person in here, but I see all your comments. That was so strange. So I just tried to go live on the one that I scheduled, and it kept looping my intro like over and over and over. It was very bizarre, but they mess with me on all levels, so I'm not surprised. I guess I'll just have to do it like this from now on instead of scheduling them. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds because there were other people in that live and I don't see them in here yet. But hello, it's been a long time. See, my light is so freaking bright. There we go. Okay. All right. I think it's okay now, but that was crazy. It was like, I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know, that was crazy. You guys can hear me? Hey, I don't know what just happened, but hey Rhonda, hey Delphine. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I went to the one that I scheduled and I pushed go live and it was like repeating my intro over and over and over. And then it was like super fuzzy and crazy. But they always mess with me. This is what I'm saying. This is why I don't come on this app, because I can't do anything. Thank you. Lady D is in the chat right now. If you guys don't follow her, she has an amazing channel. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds because I haven't gone live in years, so I couldn't get on the scheduled one, so I'm just gonna see if people roll in. If someone wants to tell Chrissy, I think she's in that other one still, but all right. Thank you guys. Hello, Mary. Hello, everyone. Denise, Rhonda, Mel, Delphine. Thanks, Delphine. I made Chrissy a mod. I didn't know if you wanted to be a mod, but I need more mods if anybody wants to be a moderator. I think I had them in the past, and I don't even think those people are on YouTube anymore, so. Yeah. I just wanted to come on here because it's been a long time, and I need to stop hiding in the shadows because I'm just so shadow banned everywhere. I am so targeted on Instagram. I'm on my 5th Instagram. Right now I can't comment. I can't like anything. I cannot DM anybody. And YouTube is worse than Instagram. And so, you know, I've had this channel. That's my ring light reflection. Sorry. It looks like a halo or something. Hi Chrissy. Troll Patrol in the house. Delphine, if you want to be a moderator too, you can, but if you don't want to, no worries. Yeah, so I'm just afraid to upload on here ever because they're always on me so much, and that's why, no, Zuckerberg is not getting rid of censorship. He's censoring me even more now. Like everything I do, I made a backup Instagram, and my backup Instagram, I just made it, and I already cannot like, I can't follow anybody, I can't comment, I can't do anything. And I didn't even use it. I literally just made a backup. So they're psycho about me. I'm definitely on a list, and that's why I'm afraid to even upload. If you guys have been here from the beginning, I've had this YouTube channel for almost 8 years, and it's like my own spiritual journal, like on video, and I don't have my videos backed up, which I know I need to do. I am not a tech savvy person. I don't know how to do any of this. Clearly the beginning of this video, but I just don't want to lose all my videos because it's like looking back and seeing how far I come, because, you know, some of those videos I don't even agree with anymore. Like, I'm definitely not vegan anymore. But yeah, I just don't want to lose my channel. So thank you, Chrissy. I want to start filming on Rumble In that other video, I pinned a comment with my Rumble channel on there. It's just Maren Lee. It's Maren_Lee. I don't have any videos or anything on there right now, but I want to start uploading on there. I think I have StreamYard, but I don't know if you have to pay for one. Am I loud enough too? Because I do not have a microphone, so I can move this closer to me if I am not loud enough. But yeah, I have the StreamYard app, but if I have to pay for something, let me know because I'll do it. I know, Rumble messes up my phone. I'm just kind of going off the comments because I don't have anything planned for this video. So I'm reading Chrissy's comment, Rumble. Rumble makes my phone overheat when I use it. I can only watch it on my TV because it overheats my phone. I can never comment, it freezes, it's glitchy, like it's really hard for me to use. I really want to go back to a Droid. I hate this iPhone, I absolutely hate it. Okay, if I sound okay. Alright, so yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Rumble, I'm going to try to upload on there. I can't really interact with people while I'm like on it in the chats because it makes my phone mess up, but I do want to start just recording myself and then I can upload on Rumble. I did that in the past, but I just never stuck with it. But like I said, I need to just get back on here because I am so sick of my voice being suppressed on every single app that it just drives me insane. So I just don't even do anything, and that's exactly what they want. And then I do it on Instagram and I can't, you know, nobody sees it. I'm shadow banned. Like literally I'm on my 5th page. They never let me get above 5,000 followers before they yank my page. I'm sorry, I'm just on here like venting, but you guys get it because half of you I'm sure are shadow banned as well. But yeah, oh yeah, I can't even send, I was mid-conversation with somebody in the DMs and they banned me from, because I was sending like voicemails, and they banned me from messaging anybody. Because I swear, you guys, we have frequencies in our voices, because it's every time I post a video of me talking, it was when they like come down on me the hardest. We have frequencies in our voices. Our frequencies in our voices activate others, and they know that, and I know they know that, and I know they know who we are through these apps. They can probably see our frequencies. Like, they have technology well beyond they ever admit to the public, and I'm so over the censorship. I'm so over it. So whatever, I'm gonna try to not trigger the algorithm. This video is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Whoever owns YouTube, BoobTube. So entertainment purposes only. Yeah, so follow me on Rumble. It's Maren_Lee. It's just my first and middle name. Yeah, and I was just gonna ask you guys in the chat what you want to talk about. I don't have anything planned. I just wanted to come on here and tell you to follow me on Rumble because I'm scared to upload on YouTube. That's why I am not consistent. You know, since 2020, I've filmed like 3 videos, and I do like a couple shorts, but I'm never on here because I just don't want to get my channel deleted. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Now that I'm done ranting about how much I hate YouTube. Yes, thank you, Chrissy. If you guys don't follow Lady D, Miss Delphine, she's in the chat. She has an amazing YouTube channel. I was on her channel last night, and we had really good conversations about everything going on. Oh, and if you're somebody new, like not new, if you're somebody that's followed my YouTube from the beginning, I know you might think that my channel has changed a lot. I've changed a lot. If you look back at my old videos in the beginning, 7 years ago, I'm like super love and light, and I'm trying so hard to be like very composed, and that's just, you can tell that I'm trying way too hard to force being something I'm not. Since 2020, my throat chakra has opened wide open. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, can you even swear on here? I don't even know. They'll probably take this down for swear words. I don't know how YouTube even works anymore. But yeah, I thank you for that, Chrissy. Yeah, subscribe to Lady D. She has a great channel. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, I don't even know what I can say and what I cannot say anymore. If you are somebody from the beginning, and you can clearly see by my post on YouTube that I am talking a lot about the political battle that we're in. if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I don't want to hear about politics, like, I'm sorry, you can get off of my page, because the spiritual war has landed in politics, and if you cannot see that, I cannot help you see that. Because at this point, it is so damn obvious that this is a battle of good versus evil. This is way beyond politics. This is literally angels versus demons, literally. And, you know, if you have a problem with me talking about that, then just go be like half of the world and ignore it like everybody else, because I don't have time for those people. I don't have respect for those people. If you are not standing up for what you believe in right now, and especially if you have children, like, shame on you, because what about their generation to come? This is what I'm talking about. Like, when I say I will never be quiet, I will never stop making videos, I'll never stop making more Instagram, Zuckerberg, I will never stop. I will die on this stoop. And if you have a problem with that, just unsubscribe from my channel, because my channel is not going to be the same as it was when I first started, when I was love and light and heavy into the new age crap. I'm sorry, but that's just not, it's not who I am anymore. We learn, we grow. I still want those videos to stay up, because it just shows the journey of how we go down paths, and sometimes they're not the right path, and, you know, we grow and we keep learning, and yeah, so I'm gonna leave those videos up for as long as they let me. But yeah, I mean, it just is. I'm gonna vent for a second about, like, family, because I know most people in here that are awake are the black sheep of the family, and I know we get so much crap from our families. And don't get me wrong, like, I have a pretty amazing family. A lot of them are awake outwardly to what's going on. Some of them aren't, all over the map. But I know that so many, when I post stuff about family related stuff on Instagram, so many people, that's like the most liked stuff I get. So it's not even necessarily my own family I'm talking about, but I know other people resonate with this stuff. And, like, what I don't understand is how they're like, you know, don't like ruin a family over politics. Like, it triggers me more than anything, because people have children. This is way bigger than politics. I don't know how people cannot see that. This has nothing to do with Republican versus Democrat. This has nothing to do with that. This is a spiritual war over your very soul, over your literal DNA. Literally. We have been battling a demonic swamp for thousands of years. Rome never fell. It's been continuing. And this is a time like no other in history, and I will never be quiet. And I'm not going to sit and let these NPCs of society try to tell me to be quiet, because this is not political. Sure, I voted one way. Absolutely. Everyone knows who I voted for here. It's pretty obvious. I don't even want to say his name, because they'll probably take my channel down. Entertainment purposes only. But, you know, this is way beyond politics, and it triggers me so much when family doesn't understand that. I cannot, spiritual hygiene is so important during these times. I am not going around anybody anymore who messes up my nervous system. It's just not worth it. My nervous system is so sensitive, and I know a lot of you are the same. We are the black sheep of the family. We are empaths. We feel other people's energy. I'm done going around these people who refuse to look at what's going on, because these people are perpetuating evil. You are doing millions of kids an injustice by turning a blind eye, and I don't care if you're family or if you're not family, because if you're turning a blind eye and you have children, I have no respect left for you. I have no respect. There's no time anymore for cognitive dissonance. People need to wake the hell up, because your kids' future generation depends on this. Depends on you speaking up. Yeah, you may have voted behind the scenes, but you're not using your voice and you're afraid to say anything. Like, I'm sorry, you're weak, and you need to grow a spine, because your kids are watching you, and they're watching you do nothing while they take over schools with alphabet rainbow grooming pedos everywhere. Like, are you kidding me? And if people can't see this, like, I can't. It drives me up the wall. I woke up in 2012, and this is why I've never wanted children. Because, God, I would be in prison right now if I had kids. If you have kids right now, post-2020, you guys are the real MVPs. I don't know how you do it. I would literally be in jail, because what is going on right now is absolutely insane. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to ask you guys. I was going to turn my phone the other way. Am I just like, how am I coming off on screen? Is it just like black on the sides? I don't know if I should flip my phone horizontal. Let me know what it's looking like, because I can try to flip my phone around, but... Oh yeah, our families all... Okay, thank you. Our families all think we're crazy, but it's like, even my family members waking up to stuff that I've been saying for over 10 years, but they'll still like dig the knife in, like, oh, well, I saw that on Tucker and Alex Jones, and I believe them. And it's like, but they're never going to... I mean, a lot of us, I can't speak for your own family, but they're never going to come to us and say, you were right. And it's not about being right. All I want to hear is, I'm sorry I never listened. That must have been hard for you to sit and watch us do all these things, and we never listen. Like, that's all we want. All I want is for somebody to say, I'm sorry I never listened. That's all. But what can you do? You know, when shit hits the fan, and they don't know what's going on because shit's hitting the fan now. You know, I don't know who they're gonna turn to, because they're still watching CNN and the news trying to get the truth, and it's not going to happen on there. I mean, the slow drips maybe, but yeah, it's crazy, and it's like, also in the truther community, we need to realize that, like, we're still, don't get me wrong, like, they want us to feel like a minority. But, of course, there was the red wave, and like so many people voted for Trump, and yeah, that's amazing, and it's great. People are waking up slowly outwardly to stuff, but we are the minority when it comes to these deep truths. Like, just because people are Republican, they're still getting jabs, they're still doing tons of stuff, they still don't believe in, you know, the disgusting child stuff that's going on behind the scenes. People are still very much asleep. And that's why I get so triggered also. We talked about this a little bit last night on Delphine's channel. The black pilling, the doomers popping up everywhere, and now it's putting a whole group of people that just woke up in 2020 in major fear. And what we have to understand, guys, is Google the dead internet theory. I think it's very real. Half of these accounts, these big truther accounts, why can they have 500,000 followers and post all the same stuff that we're posting, but they never get deleted, they never get shadow banned, they never get anything? It's because they are all turning doomer. The second Trump said anything about the AI and that, you guys know what I'm talking about, all of these pages did the instant bait and switch. And now they're all like, oh, see, we told you, bet you regret voting for him now. And it's like, how do you guys not see that what he does is bring people to light? Trump always sheds light on evil. He always has, and he always will. You don't infiltrate from the sidelines. You don't infiltrate and say, oh, hey, I'm going to come take down like 1 billion people's swamp. Hey, guys, I'm coming in hot. That's not how infiltration works. That is not how 5D chess works. You infiltrate from within. From within. He's been befriending these people from behind the scenes forever. The entire rap community used to love Trump. Oprah and all them used to love Trump before he became president. And it's not because he's one of them. It's because he's been buttering them up and kissing their ass to get in the inside. And now look what's happening. The swamp is being drained. Like, I don't know what else to tell people. It's amazing people are waking up. It is. But these people that woke up in 2020 that are screaming he's controlled ops think they have it all figured out. Now, half of them are half of them are feds. I can see a Fed page from a mile away. Half of them are feds. Half of them are AI ran bots. And the other half are people that just woke up in 2020 and they're outward awakening, but they don't have that inner spiritual awakening yet. They've only gone down the dark rabbit holes. They haven't gone down the other side. They don't know that there's an alliance. They only see one side of the coin. And they're getting stuck there. And that's the outward awakening. They have no inner spiritual awakening. They have no connection with their higher self. They have no connection with God. And they're telling everybody that we're the naive ones. You people who are swallowing black pills are the ones being duped, because being in fear is exactly where they want you. They always want us in fear. They always want you in fear. I gain nothing from trying to make you see the light and from trying to get you in hope. I gain nothing, but they gain everything when you are in fear. They gain everything when you're in fear. We gain nothing from trying to get you to see the light. So think about that. And I'm not really even talking to anybody in this chat because you guys are all on the same page. But for anyone who watches this in the future, if you're swallowing the black pills, look up Wetiko. You are overran with Wetiko. And these people who woke up in 2020 think they have it all figured out. But they don't. They don't know the other side of the coin. And they're getting, and they have millions of followers and they're getting millions of people in fear. You guys, this is on purpose. Half of these are pushed out CIA feds on purpose because they know a collective group of people in fear are easy to manipulate. And they got half of the people to turn on Trump in 2 days. Like, you have to see this for what it is. It is absolutely psyops. Literally, the internet was, it's a blessing, but it's also a curse. And they know everyone is swaying away from the mainstream, and you don't think they're infiltrating the awakened community? They infiltrate us more than the mainstream, because once you're awakened consciously, they know that we create the reality more than somebody who's not aware of that. The truther community, the spiritual community, has been hijacked in many ways. The black pilling, the new age lies, the Luciferian bypassing everything lies, and trust me, I fell down the new age path myself. You could see it in a lot of my past videos. But they want everybody turning on him now because they know that their time is up, and the last thing that they can do is get people in fear for one last little loosh sesh, because that's all they have. And it's like, it's just disheartening because these pages with so many people following them are all like, oh yeah, these people are so naive, he's one of them, and he's a Zionist, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, they are duping you. You're in fear. You think the New World Order's coming, and we're all gonna die and get shoved into FEMA camps. That's not being in a high vibration. A fear vibration is way the hell down here. Being in hope and seeing the light of what's going on and actually being hopeful for the future is a way higher frequency. So who is winning and who is losing? Like, I'm sorry, but it's not rocket science. We're not the ones being naive here. If you have a connection with God and your intuition, we know what's going on. I've been asking God about Mr. T for years, and I've gotten nothing but positive signs back to my prayers. Like, literally, I can't even tell you the amount of signs I've gotten. But these people have no connection with God. They have, half of these people are atheists, and they're telling us that we're delusional. All right, that was my second rant for the night. I'm just so over the black pilling. Like, it is so rampant right now, and it drives me absolutely insane. It drives me insane. This ring light is so hot. It's making me sweat. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I'm just saying, what else do you guys want to talk about? Because I mainly just wanted to come on and say hi. It's been forever. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, sorry I'm not the shy little girl I used to be. It was never me. I was forcing that because I was love and light and unicorn fart. So yeah, again, if you just came on, please follow me on Rumble. I'm going to start uploading there as much as I can. It does mess with my phone a bit, and it's really hard to navigate. But my name is Maren Lee. I will link it in the comments after this video. I had it pinned in the other one, but I had to restart, so. Yes, unicorn farts. You can see, go back and watch my old videos. I'm like, welcome to my channel. My name is Maren. And at the end, I was like, love and light. I'm just like, cringe. Now I'm just like, ah. Ugh. Okay, yes, the beef tallow is beef tallowing. I'm sweating right now with this light on. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Blue. Hello, everybody. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on, but I don't know. I'm just winging this right now. I'm trying to think of if I should do a set. Maybe I'll just start going live every day and just getting on here and ranting, because It feels good to vent it out because I can't vent it out anywhere else. I'm suppressed on Instagram. I'm shadow banned. I can't comment. I can't do anything. Nobody sees my stuff anyway. So it's just like I'm on my 5th page. But yeah, I am. I don't want to like ever go on at the same time as like Delphine's channel and other pages that I watch because I like to watch their lives as well. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna come on here more often. What's up, Lou? Hello, everybody. Hi, Blue. Awake, not afraid. Hello, Mother Light. Yes, I am just here to vent tonight and to say follow me on Rumble. I'm gonna, because on Rumble we can actually talk about things. Like, I won't be surprised if I get a strike for this page. Like, this is how much. So today I couldn't send voicemails on text messages. Now my VMs on text don't work. I'm already banned on my DMs on Instagram. Now they're messing with my literal messages. Now, just before I came on, I couldn't get YouTube on my actual TV. Like, it just won't come on. Everything else works but YouTube. I'm like, they're literally messing with like my personal life right now. Like, it's insane how much they mess with me. But I'll never shut up. So all y'all Fed boys watching, you little soy boy sellouts, I will never be quiet. So I guess you're gonna have to come and, you know, silence me in person. But don't do that, because I'm protected. But literally, I will die on this stoop, I will never be quiet, and you will never shut me up. So good luck with that, because you're never gonna win. I don't think y'all know how stubborn I actually am. I am my father's child, and I'm even more stubborn than he is. So I'm an Aries. I'll never shut up. I have 4 Aries placements. I will never be quiet. So with that being said, what else do you guys want to talk about? If you want to ask me a question, I can actually see the chat right now. I don't think I was ever able to before when I went live, but again, I am not tech savvy. I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, what do you guys want to chat about if you still want me to stay on for a little bit? Yeah. Those are, we talked about that last night. Check out Soul Therapy with Lady D. She's in the chat. She has an amazing channel. We talked all about those last night. She's an amazing tarot card reader. She read on those. I don't know if I want to get too far into that right now because I know that they're watching my page and I know that they're gonna strike me for something. But I think that they're absolutely planned. I mean, whether they, okay, so the thing with false flappy things, I almost said it. The thing with the FFs, I know you know what I'm talking about, the false flappies, they can be real but fake at the same time, and I know that's like hard to understand. Now, and I'm not saying nobody's lives were lost. If they were, it's fucking terrible and psycho, and these people are fucking demons, and they're gonna do anything they can because Trump is in. Now, at the same time, I am very certain we are watching a scripted movie. I know we're watching devolution play out right now because I feel like the movie kind of was pressed play in 2020 to the public, and once you see it, it's very hard to unsee. Like, it's very, very obvious. I'm gonna plug someone else's Rumble. If you guys follow, I'm not gonna say the 17th letter of the alphabet. Most people here know that. And no, it's not a psyop. The mainstream media version is a psyop, and trust me, it's been infiltrated by many CIA feds who I used to follow a long time ago, who I do not anymore because that's the fake hijacked version that make predictions, that get people hopeful for predictions that don't come true. Those are not real anons. Those are not real people who decode. That is infiltration. If you want really, really good, Laura's View in Tarot 2 is amazing, but on Rumble, they are called Badlands Media. Literally the best group of people I've ever seen on the subject. There's like a bunch of different people, and they all have their own little channels like within the channel. It's Badlands, B-A-D, Lands Media. Mr. T has even called them out in a speech. Like, he literally said something about the Badlands like 4 times. Like, he was totally calling them out. Like, they are definitely watching them. They have amazing Decodes. They have an amazing Devolution series. There's an Eye of the Storm series that's amazing. I'll put their Rumble channel in the comments after this too. their approach to this is just, it's very, very grounded. It's regular, everyday people. You know, they're all just trying to connect the dots. They don't all believe in the same exact things. You know, their opinions are a little bit different, but, you know, at the end of the day, they're all patriots that just want to know the truth. And there was a lot of stuff in the drops about these crashes. And I mean, you know, I think these drops prove that it's a movie, because how would they know these things were going to happen in 2018 and it's 2025? Like, and the drops say, we are not prophets. They're like, you're not a prophet, we're not prophets. It's because this is a movie playing out, and I personally feel, and I've asked God this, I've prayed on it, I'm claircognizance, I have an inner knowing without knowing. You know, we're intuitive, and women especially, we are born with a very intuitive gift. And I'm not saying men are intuitive too, but like women are like the intuitive side of the spirituality, where men are more in the grounded and the physical, logical side of things. But like, I just have this inner knowing, like we're watching a movie, and I feel like they wouldn't have even pressed play to the public unless a lot of these things were already taken care of behind the scenes. Because it wouldn't have been able to happen otherwise. A lot of what we're seeing, and I also believe in Project Looking Glass. If you don't know what Project Looking Glass is, it's a fascinating topic. You know, they have technology well beyond they've ever released to the public. They've had smartphones since like the 50s. You know, they don't tell the public half of the stuff. But Project Looking Glass is a technology that saw into the future. And no matter what these evil beings did, this is where the phrase comes from, nothing can stop what is coming. Because no matter what they did, their 2030 agenda never comes to pass, because it always leads to humanity waking up no matter what they did. And they know this. That's why they are scrambling for their last little loosh fests, because they know that their time is up. And this goes along with the whole ascension that's going on, the spiritual side. You know, the planet is ascending. The planet is a living being. Her vibration is raising too. These demonic beings are not high vibrational, and they cannot survive in a high vibrational atmosphere. So as the planet keeps ascending, as the people that are awake keep ascending and working on their inner selves, and we're ascending with her, many are not, we know that, and the people that aren't are not really making it. And that's just how this planet's always been, survival of the fittest. This is separating the wheat from the chaff in the Bible. And like, if you remove the fear of death from this, because people in our 3D reality fear death because we're taught to fear death by the evil ones, because we don't understand it. But if you really understand that we never die and we reincarnate and you come back and you do it again, or we go somewhere else, we keep leveling up. If you remove the fear of death, then it's really not as scary as it looks that there's a lot of people passing right now. Because these low vibrational people passing, they chose to come here right now and maybe pass in a way that was going to wake up somebody around them. They chose that. We choose our lessons here. We choose how we're going to die. I believe that. We do have free will, but like, we choose a certain soul contract. And thank you, Chrissy. Yes, please thumbs this up. My YouTube has been shadow banned for years as well. But you know, if you remove the fear of death and you remove all of that, the planet's ascending, and these demonic beings that are the cabal, because again, this is way beyond politics. These are literal demons. Literal demons. These are interdimensional demons, lizards, call them what you will. These people are not human. They don't have a high frequency, and they cannot thrive in a high frequency environment. So it doesn't matter what they do. They know their time is up, and we are entering a different age. Like, when Mr. T says golden era, it is not just about gold-backed currency, which part of it is, but he always has double, triple, quadruple meanings to what he says. He means it's a dawning of a new age. Dawning. But, you know, whether we're in the age of Aquarius or not, I know that we've been pulled out of the real time, the Gregorian calendar is bullshit. I understand all of that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We know, those of us that know, we came here for this time to witness this, to witness we are at the precipice of a new age, of a new era. And it all relates. So that's where I was going with that, is, you know, these demons, they cannot survive here. They can't survive in a low, that's why they keep us in a frequency fence. This thing, G, this G, is a giant frequency fence to keep us in a bandwidth frequency. And it goes hand in hand with the crap they spray from the skies and the metals they inject into everybody. It's all to attack your DNA and keep you in a frequency fence because they can't survive in a high frequency. You think that their main priority during a deadly pandemic, I don't want to trigger the algorithm. You think that their first priority a week in was to go into every single city and school worldwide and put that crap up for a 5-second faster internet? Yeah, no. First of all, it didn't even make the internet faster. Second of all, that's what the C word is. It wouldn't have even existed without it. It's EMF poisoning. Look up the symptoms of EMF poisoning. It's the same exact thing as what they say the C word is. And it's a giant, they knew this was coming. They knew. Again, Project Looking Glass, they knew the frequency was raising. It is a giant frequency fence. But guess what Trump's wall is? He is such a genius too. All of his things have double meaning. I mean, yes, he built a wall mainly for the child trafficking that's going on, but it is, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the videos of this, but his wall is a giant tuning fork. And that giant tuning fork is repelling a lot of these negative frequencies that the 5 crap is giving off. Those videos are really hard to find, but if you dig on YouTube and Instagram, you can find a couple where people are by the wall and they like clap and it echoes back. It's a whole thing, but his wall is a giant tuning fork, and it's amazing. Like, this infiltration, I think, has been going on well even before his birth. He's born for this. I think he's Patton's son. I think Barron is going to do huge things. Like, people have no idea the depths of what this is, and I don't care if you think I'm crazy or delusional. You can click off because truth is stranger than fiction. We are in the biggest, literally the biggest sting operation in the history of mankind, and we get a front row seat. And we're in on the jig, you guys. You know, people that understand the movie playing out, it's like 0.001% of us that see this. I thank God every day for giving me eyes to see, because it's actually quite amazing that we're witnessing this. And half the world, I mean, way more than half the world doesn't even know what's going on, and they're in fear. And that's why it makes me so angry. You know, underneath anger is grief. Like, I'm not just this angry bitch. I'm sad. I'm sad that all these people are in fear when they don't need to be. We're witnessing the best thing in the history of man. They will literally write Bibles about this time, and people are sitting there in fear, swallowing black pills. I'm like, you guys, you're missing the greatest show on earth. What are you doing? That's why I get so angry, because I'm sad for them. I'm like, you don't have to be living in fear like this. Yes, there's terrible shit going on. I'm aware, and I'm not spiritually bypassing that either. We're all struggling money-wise. We all need the shit to change. But we need to look at the bigger picture and understand that this stuff going on right now is to wake up the sleeping masses. And there's always casualties in war. But think of how many bajillion lives are going to be saved from here to come when the swamp is drained. This is bigger than us. It's bigger than us getting money right now. It's bigger than that. This is biblical. And I don't think people really digest that when we say it. Biblical. Like, this is huge. We will be in Bibles in the future. And I'm not saying it like some egoic we're special, but I'm saying this time of history will be in Bibles. They will write books and make movies of this time for years to come, generations to come. That's why I'm like, people that aren't standing up, what side of history you want to be on? You want to be somebody that actually fought for the truth and kept people in hope? Or do you want to be known for being against all of it? Or do you want to be known for putting everybody in fear with your fucking black pills? What do you want to be known for? Because I'm damn sure not going to be known for being somebody who's spineless and being quiet and being in a corner scared. Oh, I don't want anyone to judge me because I voted for Mr. Chi. Who gives a fuck? Now I'm getting mad. You know, I'm so over these spineless, weak people, and half of them are men. I'm like, what are you doing? What are these men doing? Now more and more men are speaking up, but like in 2020, it was like only mama bears and females. And I know a lot of men did too, but it was a majority of women. And I don't have kids, but I have 10 nieces and nephews. And, you know, I'll be damned if I ever be quiet. Because they have a fucking generation that they're trying to groom to death. And I'll be damned if I stay quiet. Even if people's parents do. I will not. And this is why I never wanted kids. I woke up a long time ago, and I know some people have been awake since like the 80s and 90s, and I can't even imagine. Because I've already felt like I've been screaming into a room for 15 years when nobody's listening. I couldn't imagine having kids right now. Y'all are the real MVPs if you're going through this with kids. Because I like I said earlier, I would be in fucking jail, man. These groomers out here, these teachers, this alphabet people grooming our kids, these trannies reading to kids. I would be in jail. I would be a hot mess. And this is why I never wanted kids. You have to jump through a million hoops just to not get them poked 80 times at birth. I knew myself. I knew I was too angry. I knew if I had kids, I will go to prison and never see them because I would be that psycho of a mom because of how psychotic and demonic this reality is. So please, if you're one of those people that keeps asking me when I'm going to have kids, I'm not going to have them because now my time clock's ticking. You know, I'm almost 40 years old, and yeah, I never wanted them. I props to everybody that has them. It's not in the cards for me. I'm catching up on the comments. Sorry, I'm not like staring into space. I lost my laptops in Helene. If anybody isn't following me on Instagram here, I lost everything I own in Helene. So I'm back to filming on my phone, so bear with me. It's a little janky. Yeah, so along with that subject, I know I went through that. Okay, so this is where I want to say, this goes back to what I was saying about psyops can be real and fake at the same time. We all know that they control the weather with, I don't know what you can say on YouTube anymore. You know, with the stuff they spray, with the HARP, with all of these things. Now, I know Mother Nature's fucking angry too, and hurricanes are very real. But they know how to ride the backs of them, and they know how to make them worse. So I live on the west coast of Florida. Well, I lived on the beach for the 8 years I've lived here. I'm inland now, but during Hurricane Helene, you know, nobody in the area that I was at evacuated because hurricanes don't hit that area, and we've never gotten the surge like we've gotten. Never in the history of ever has anyone seen anything like that. I was tits deep in water. Water came gushing through all my walls. Our fridge tipped over. I had to put my cat in there. Like, so when I say, you know, that I understand these things are real, trust me, I know. I was in it. I thought I was, you know, about to die. But I knew deep down it wasn't my time. But I also know God put me in that situation to call the fuck out of FEMA. They didn't give me a dime. I lost everything that I own, and they came and walked through my bare walls, gutted with nothing, and they denied me a dime. I didn't even get the $750. Now my boyfriend got money, but I didn't. And they were even admitting that they were not giving money to Trump supporters. I couldn't get them on the phone for 4 months to save my life. 2 days in to Mr. T being in office, FEMA calls me and goes, "Your money will be in your account shortly." Because Daddy's home and he brought the belt, baby. Now that was God telling me, you know, thank you for having faith. And you're correct with the movie, because I knew before this happened, I told my boyfriend, I was like, I guarantee you after Trump's inaugurated, I know I'm going to get paid. I just knew it. And don't get me wrong, like, I had so many blessings happen. My life got an upgrade, and we didn't really have to spend a dime because so many amazing people in our lives donated us brand new furniture, brand new everything, this brand new king-size bed. You know, we didn't have to pay a dime for it. And I knew that was God being like, yes, I'm going to put you in the middle of this showing phase to show how corrupt these government agencies are, but here's an attaboy. Like, here's some stuff because you have faith and you're telling people to stay in faith. I know that was God. I don't think that I just like am that like high vibrational of a person that I'm like, oh yeah, I get all this free stuff. No, that was God confirming everything that I'm talking about. Because I was blowing the lid off of FEMA's asses. And they were shadow banning me and fact checking everything I was doing on Instagram. And I'm sorry if nobody saw it, but if the 10 people saw it and I woke up one person, then it was worth it. I will never lose faith, even if I'm tits deep in a hurricane and lose everything and I'm floating in my fridge with my cat, I will never lose faith. And these demons know that, and that's why they cannot mess with us. When we're surrounded by God and faith, we have like this golden armor around us where we're always protected. And this is why I'm angry, which is just sadness, for these doomers, because a lot of their lives are in shambles. Because they're overran with Wetiko, which is a mind virus of fear. And when you're in fear, that's a low frequency, and we do attract what we are. We do not attract what we want, people. You don't attract what you want. And this is something I've been saying on my channel for years, because my channel started with me teaching manifestation. And I actually didn't really teach, it was a little new agey, but I actually always have said it's about your self-worth, it's about self-love, it's about your vibration, and you don't raise your vibration in a materialistic way. You raise your vibration by loving who you are and knowing thyself and going within and facing your shadows and not running from them. We have to love every part of ourselves, and if we don't look at the deep, it's just like the outer world. If we don't look at ourselves within, at our shadows, then it remains there. If you put a flashlight in a dark room, what does it do? It lights it up. Then you get the monsters out. But if you never shine a flashlight in the dark room, the monsters stay there and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You have to look at your shadow, because looking at your shadow is what raises your vibration. It's the irony, it's the paradox of waking up. The more you face your shadow, the more your light grows. And my point is we do not attract what we want. We attract what we are. And if you're somebody that's always in fear and you're swallowing all the black pills, you are going to be in a low vibration, because fear is a low vibration. And when you're in a low vibration, you attract low vibrational frequencies, or low vibrational experiences, sorry. We're a mirror. You are a mirror. Everything that you think within is what you're going to see on the outside. And trust me, I know a lot of people lost a lot of shit in that hurricane, in North Carolina especially, and a lot of people went through some shit, and it's bullshit what these psychopaths do. But again, we have to look at the big picture and see that this showing phase is going to save billions and billions of lives in the future when the swamp is drained, because they've been killing us silently for hundreds and hundreds of years. People dying in the name of in the name of the spiritual war right now, it's not more than ever before. They've been killing us silently. Every single ailment is from baby jabs. They've been poisoning our food, our water, for eons. People are only becoming aware of it now, but they've been doing it silently behind the scenes since the dawn of man. This is nothing new. So people that are losing their lives in this showing phase, yeah, it's, again, remove the fear of death and understand the higher perspective of the spiritual war going on. It's saving millions and millions and millions of generations to come. Because once the planet reaches a tipping point and we're raising her more and more, these evil beings, like I said, they cannot survive here. And they won't. They will not be able to survive and come back. And I know that people are worried about that. They're like, well, what about after these 4 years? What's going to happen? What if another Democrat gets in office? I don't think that there's really going to be political parties in 4 more years. Trump's not a politician. He's playing a role because he had to infiltrate. And I have a theory. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I think Trump is Archangel Michael incarnate. And my God, the experiences I've had of God confirming me with that are insane. if not Archangel Michael, working closely with him, because I do believe he's like, he's God's David as well, like Lady D always says. You know, he's working with God, and the people that have no connection to God, they can't see that. And they're the ones screaming, oh, he's this, he's that. All you have to do is ask God, send me a sign. Is he good or bad? God always answers us if we're paying attention. And I have tons of videos on synchronicities because God has always spoken to me in synchronicities. And I used to say universe and spirit and that bullshit, but it's God. It is God, it is Jesus, it is Yeshua, whatever label you want to give him. That is who's answering us. And our spirit guides and our angels and my mom who passed away. She answers me all the time. Undeniable signs in real life, not AI generated. Because I know someone's going to be like, oh, well, these synchronicities on our phones, that's AI and blah, blah, blah. No, in real life, I have a video on my Instagram of a story that happened to me in real life when our car broke down outside of 777, outside of Mikael's house. Like, go watch me talk about that story. God is confirming to me over and over and over that I'm right about this. And that, these people are working for God. And this is another thing that is so important of what I'm talking about when I say these people only know one side of the story. They've only gone down the dark rabbit holes. They're only outwardly awake. They don't have an inner awake. And the inner awakening is the spiritual awakening. Now, most people have the outer awakening first. I did. And then years down the road, I had a spiritual awakening. So I get it. I get it. It takes time to get there. But going online and spewing black pills isn't helping anyone. In fact, it's hurting a large group of people. You're putting them in fear. Oh, to go with your comment, Libby said, T looks like Patton. I think that's his biological father. Trump looks nothing like his parents, who they say his parents are. This is what I'm saying. This is such an elaborate plan of infiltration. People have no idea how deep this is. He looks exactly like him. And Patton knew all of these truths. This has been a long con, way before Trump was even born, I think. There's some people that have theories that this infiltration has been going on since America was built. Like, that's why America was built. Because that's how thick and deep the swamp is, that it's taken this long, and we are at the freaking cusp of it. We're at the precipice of it ending, and these doomers are out here putting people in fear. I'm like, we've waited thousands of lifetimes for this, and you're gonna be a doomer right now? Like, get a fucking grip. We've waited so many lifetimes for this. That's why it bothers me. It's like, we are in the best times ever, and you don't see it. And I just want to shake these people because they think that we don't know what we're talking about. These people only went down one side of the coin. And this is a duality reality. Light, dark, up, down, hot, cold. So as much as there's a demonic cabal, there is an equal amount of alliance and light, if not more. I will never believe that there's more evil than good. Now, the small evil percent has been ruling over us for a long time, yeah, but there is more good people in this world than bad. And I think a lot of us can agree with that. So why is it so hard for these people to think that the good people could actually overrule this? We can, and we are. And it's happening. And I can't wait for more and more crap to roll out. And these doomers, what are these doomers going to do? That they have 500,000 followers. Their whole thing is that we're all getting played and that the New World Order's coming. What are they going to do? Like, Trump could come out and hand them millions of dollars and they would be like, they would complain about something. This is the classic misery loves company. People are scared and in fear. They went down the deep rabbit hole. They don't know how to come out, and they want to pull you down in it because they see that you're out of it. They see that you climbed out, and they don't like that because they don't know how to operate in a high frequency, because that takes inner work, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to look at themselves. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to take the actual work that it takes to do the inner work and raise your vibration, because it's hard. It's hard looking at your shadow. It's hard facing the shit that you don't want to face. It's hard admitting the bad things that you may be doing and to change them. People don't want to do that, so it's easier for them to pull you down in the hole with you. Oh, be scared, be scared. You're all being duped. Come be scared with me. They don't know how to operate in a high frequency, and it's sad because they can, but they don't want to hear it, and they're overran with Wetiko, and that's a hive mind. These people are, and they're calling other people sheep. It's like these people are just as much sheep as the asleep, as the fully asleep ones who are begging for their poisons, and the pedophiles and begging for their chains. It's one and the same. You're both in fear. You're both losing. Misery does love company. All right. Rat number like 10 tonight. But man, I have been, like, I need to come on here more because I need to say these things, and it's like, even my page, you know, I've had this channel for 7 years, and I'm grateful for every single one of your subscribers, but I only have about 4,000 because I've never seen and I've never heard. It's a deep childhood wound that I'm still dealing with, and being censored on every platform only digs the knife in deeper. You know, I'm the youngest of 4. I was never seen, I was never heard, I'm still never seen and never heard, and so I'm very aggressive in my approach because I had to be. I had to yell and scream for anyone to hear me when I was little, and it's something I'm still working on. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on my inner child. I'm still working on my wounds. I'm still working on it. It takes years, so I get it. It's hard. But if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you, and you're going to be in fear your whole life. And yeah, we do all have PTSD. Like, I get it. I get it, but it's like we're showing these people the proofs, and this is why I get so upset when people won't look at 17 and the devolution, which is why I love Badlands, because they bring the receipts. They're bringing the receipts. Check them out, you guys, if you have any doubt in your mind of what's going on. Badlands Media on Rumble is godsend because they're bringing the receipts. If you don't know what devolution is, check out their devolution series. It shows the receipts of executive orders being signed behind the scenes years ago, of all this stuff being taken care of years ago. It proves that we're watching a movie. It proves that the good guys have control. You guys, if the cabal had full control right now, we wouldn't even be talking. We would have been shoved into FEMA camps in 2020, force jabbed, and they would have shut the internet off long ago. They know we're all talking. They know we're all communicating. They see this. They see what we're doing. You don't think they would have just shut the internet off? Thank you for sharing that, Christy. Their channel's freaking amazing. I recently found them through a good friend of mine who I also talked to about all of this stuff. And he introduced me to them because in the past I followed some people who I don't think are true Anons. I think they're infiltrators. And it's the people that give false dates and false hope. And that's why everyone thinks, you know, half the people think it's a psyop. And these people are not like that. They do not give dates. They do not give promises. They strictly are a bunch of patriots who think outside the box. They all bring different pieces to the puzzle, and they talk about it, and they show the receipts, and they connect dots, and they all bring a different thing to the table. And it's amazing because, you know, I question things too sometimes. And I'm like, man, maybe I am being duped. And then I prayed, and then my friend who I was talking about, he sent me their page, and that was God Answered Prayers, because their stuff is very grounded, and it's very, like I said, it's the receipts. It's what I needed. And it's a lot of men, and this is what I said earlier. There is a few women on there too, but it's a lot of men, and the men have the physical, logical, like, receipts. They have the in flesh, like, I want to see this, you know. Where us women, we're more, like, intuitively, like, I just know this is a movie. I can see it. I know in my heart. I know what's going on. My intuition hasn't been wrong in many years. But I needed to see that physical, masculine proof, and they bring it to the table. And I'm not an affiliate. I'm not on their channel. They don't know who the fuck I am. It's not like that. This is how much I just really love their page. And I also said, like, Real Word Chrissy, my mod here, she has an amazing channel. She has an amazing book. I think you have a couple books, right? Amazing YouTube, amazing Lady D's, an amazing tarot reader. If you like watching tarot on all of this stuff, Lady D, Delphine in the chat as well. She has amazing stuff. She also goes on the Light Warrior Network, where I know a lot of you know me from being in their chat. They have an amazing show. Check out Chrissy's book, amazing. All of us have Instagrams. Hello, Harley Ray. Long time no see. You know, all of us are just a big community, and we're finding our soul tribes, and we are, okay, so Chrissy has another book coming in May. Okay, check out her first book. Yeah, we all bring different pieces to the puzzle. And there's another piece that I want to bring. I'm not going to get into it tonight because it's a lot and it's deep, but, you know, I don't know if any of you in here, I'll just say this, have ever heard of the little season theory, like Satan's little season, like where we actually are in the Bible. I've found some amazing decodes about this that I've never heard anyone else say, but it does relate to everything going on. It relates to Trump, it relates to all of this, and it lines up with a lot of the new age stuff, like the new heaven and the new earth, like 3D, 5D. We're all just labeling it different, but we're all talking about the same stuff. I'll make a whole other video about that. I might have to do that one on Rumble because I just don't want to get a strike or get my page taken down. But, you know, we are in biblical times, and yeah, it's disheartening to see people think that this is merely politics. I was the girl screaming for 15 years, politics are the same-sided coin. Trust me, doomers, I get it. I know, we know, I know. You know, all the presidents were related, but guess the one who isn't? Guess who it is? I know what y'all are saying. I've never voted in my life until 2020. Ironically, the year that it didn't matter. But that's coming too. I think the truth on that is coming out 100%. I know that this is not political. It is a spiritual war that landed in politics because it had to. It had to land in normie land to get their attention. Because some of us have been talking about these things on channels like this in the deep dark corners of YouTube for years. Nobody was seeing it. Nobody was talking about it. A little bit of people, yeah. The spiritual war had to land in politics. It had to land front and center to wake up the masses. And that's exactly what it's doing. Think of the snowball effect that has happened since 2020. It is amazing to see the Great Awakening. And yeah, it's a slow process, but it's happening nonetheless. And that's why I think another reason why they push out these false flappy things, it's like a giant test to see where humanity is. Because years ago, everyone would just take those stories at face value. And now, look at these stories about the planes. Whether that people believe them or not, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying, this is fishy, this is fishy. They're questioning things, they're looking deeper. That never used to happen before. This is the point. I need to grab my water, sorry. This is the point, you guys. We're being tested on a mass scale. Are they ready yet? Is humanity ready yet? Because I think a big disclosure, you know, could be coming. We've all been hoping and praying for that because I don't know how we're going to move forward as a society without some of these deep, dark truths, you know, being blasted out there where nobody can run from it. Now, how they're going to go about doing this, I have no idea, because I don't think it can come from a political figure. Because if it comes from a Republican, the Democrats won't trust it. If it comes from a Democrat, the Republicans won't trust it. I don't know how it's going to happen. But it needs to happen. What do you guys think? How are they going to do it? I personally think a lot of these people are already in Gitmo, which is why we're seeing skin masks. Otherwise, why the skin masks? And no one will ever convince me that that's really Biden. I mean, it's just not. It's not. But to the public, they are going to have to show, you know, acting out these public arrests. And yeah, I want to see that shit. I want to see these evil fucks go down. Because, and I'm sorry that's not love and light and unicorn farts, but we deserve justice. And if they don't show justice, that's just letting evil slide. No, not how it works. One of the drops says, no deals. Yeah, Biden's been gone for a while. I've even heard theories that JFK Sr. is under one of Trump's masks. Who fucking knows at this point? Anything is possible, truly. But yeah, I want to see justice. I want to see tribunals. I want to see, I want to see y'all dangling in the guillotines, if I'm being quite honest. These people do unspeakable things to children. And they deserve to burn in hell. And they will. If they're not already there burning. Yeah. I think we really need to rip off the Band-Aid of society. A lot of these people who aren't awake yet, I don't know if they're ever going to wake up. Everything's very obvious. And if there's not some sort of mass disclosure, I don't know what it's going to take at this point. Because a lot of us are very tired of this exhausting movie. And we're tired of having to keep defend. I'm tired of having to battle the black pillars pushing out fear. I'm like, we already have to stop the cabal pushing out fear. Why are y'all doing their bidding? You are doing the cabal's bidding. That's the other thing with these doomers. I guess this video is a doomer rant. Because that's what I do now. But I'm squashing black pills all day because why are you doing the government's bidding? You think you're helping by putting people in fear? You're doing the same thing that you claim the government's doing. Hello? You're doing the same thing. You're pushing out fear. What are you doing? Hello? Hello? I'm like, what? Oh God, the TDS is absolutely outrageous. And this is another thing with the dead internet theory though. I'm convinced half of these people we're arguing with online are not even real. They want us arguing. They want us to feel like the minority. I can spot a bot page from a mile away. They're always brand new accounts. They have no posts. They're following I can just tell right away. Hello, Ricky. Hello, everyone who just came in. Yeah, the internet's literally bots. Look up dead internet theory, and this has been going on for a long time, way longer than 2020. I've been going on Reddit recently, and oh my God, it is a liberal bot echo chamber. They take down and remove any comment that has any holistic anything. It's all liberal ideologies. I'm like, who the hell owns Reddit? I never went on Reddit until recently, and now I know why I didn't. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even go on there. It's just ridiculous. How long have I been on now? Oh my gosh, it's 9:15. See, time flies when I speak what I'm passionate about. Ugh. Yeah, I agree, Chrissy. It's been going on for a long time. For all we know, bots have been a thing since old school Nokia phones and big computers that we were playing Oregon Trail in school. It's crazy. They want us to feel like the minority, but it's all liberal pushing bots. But look at how America voted. You can't tell me that those are real pages. And then look at how it voted. And I don't even believe what they say. I think it was even more Republican than they're admitting to. Ain't no way Kamala got even 1,000 votes. I'm sorry, but there's just no way. Trust, I know there's a lot of asleep people still, but even asleep people don't like her, okay? Camel toe, whoever's under that mask, that hideous turkey neck mask. And I'm not mean to regular old people, but these people are pedos that do unspeakable things, so I don't care what I call them. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, I want them to get on with it, rip off the Band-Aid already. I mean, the slow drip, we've been prepping humanity long enough. Like, something big needs to come. I think a lot of us feel like it is. And, you know, 2025 is a Jubilee year. Okay, like the Jubilee years in the Bible. You can look this up. Even Google admits 2025 is a Jubilee year. But the real new year isn't until spring. You know, never in the history of ever does the new year start in the dead of winter. So I feel like big things are going to come in March and April. I just intuitively feel that. I know some other people do as well. So we'll see. You know, it's February finally. January was like 5 months long. But yeah, we'll see. I really think March and April we're going to start to see a lot more of what we want to see. And don't get me wrong, I mean, it's been, you know, a week and a half of Trump in and amazing things have already happened. He is getting shit done and it's awesome. But as far as disclosure goes, I want to see more of that because I am so fucking tired of people's cognitive dissonance. I could scream. And I do scream. Clearly. You know? Well, yeah, Selena Gomez. Like, these people are actors. You know, it's so obvious. Where were they crying when all these children were missing at the border? Like, they're all demonic actors crying because their party drug, chrome, is going to get taken away. That's the only reason they give a shit. They are demons. They are vampires, literally. Where do you think they get the stories of vampires? It all stems from that. It's true. Oh, and where's Dracula from, you guys? Transylvania. That ain't a coincidence. Transylvania. They've been planning this shit for a long time. And I'm so over Hollywood, like it's disgusting. I hope half of these people are already gone because these people are demons. And I know a lot of them are child stars that didn't have a choice and they're MK Ultra'd from birth, which is disgusting and sad, and I do have empathy for them. But these people who sell their souls willingly, fuck you. You're a traitor to humanity. I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, I've thought that April Fool's Day was actually the new year because that's why they call it April Fool's Day. A lot of people think it's in spring. I'm not really sure. I just know it's in spring, or in March, sorry. It's in spring though. I mean, nothing is new in the dead of winter. Spring is always about rebirth. You know, our calendar's wrong. You know, October, like oct, doesn't mean the month that it is. December, dec means 10, but it's the 12th month. Like, none of it makes sense. We should have 13 months with 28 days. That's how it always was. They pull us out of sync of time always. And this is where my other video that I was talking about earlier, like a lot of people think that we're in the end times, like Revelations. But that's what they want us to think. Because they want us waiting around for a savior. And now I believe in Jesus, yeah, but this is a whole other video I'm gonna go into that I'll make on Rumble. But yeah, it's a lot. But we're in amazing times. They'll write Bibles about this time. And people have no idea. And those of us that are trying to tell other people like what amazing times this is, we're the ones being shadow banned. That's why I don't trust any of these big, huge pages that are left up. Because all of them are pushing fear. Every single one of us that they censor and delete and remove, it's because we're actually showing the hope that's going on. Because we know what's going on. Every single person that talks about 17 or Anon gets deleted. Every one of my Facebooks got deleted for talking about that, for having the WWG phrase in my bio. 10 Facebooks deleted, 5 Instagrams deleted. I can't believe I still have this YouTube channel. That's why I stopped uploading. Because none of my other videos are really about this. I have one video called The Higher Perspective of What's Going On that I filmed in 2022, I think, or 23. And it only has like 200 views because they shadow ban it. Because they don't want people in hope. This is where the little, like, if you've never heard of the Satan's Little Season theory, look it up. I never knew it had a name, but I have always known we've been in an inverted demonic world. This is Satan's playground. And it's so obvious. Every single thing is demonic and inverted from the fluorescent lights we're born into in a hospital. Like, every single thing is upside down. And the fact that people can't see that, it blows my mind more than any rabbit hole I've ever been down. And I've been down some fucked up rabbit holes. Nothing blows my mind more than the fact that there's still people asleep, begging for the psychopaths, begging for their poison, wanting to know how they can fluoridate their own water. I'm like, what? It blows my mind into smithereens. That's why I know some of these people have to be NPCs. Dolores Cannon called them matrix filler people. Whatever you want to call them. I don't think that they have souls. I think they're here to enforce the matrix just as we are here to tear it down. And I'm sorry if that's not spiritual and that's mean to say. You can see it in some of these people's eyes in society. Why do you think they all look the same? They have those little demon ferret eyes because they're all overran with the same familiar spirit. It's a familiar demonic spirit. The eyes are the windows to the soul. They all have the same exact eyes. They all say the same exact things. They all look the same. They dress the same. They color their hair the same. They groom kids the same. That's not normal. That's a hive mind demonic force. That is not a human soul. I'm sorry, but I will never think that that's a human soul. Humans are not this evil. And my throat's getting dry from all my ranting and raving. Here, what do they think, Delphine? My cup of vodka. No, it's water. But people troll and think that people are drinking cups of vodka. Like, just ridiculous. I have lemon water here. If you see chunks floating, it's lemon. But, yeah. All right. I'm losing my voice. My battery is dwindling. And this ring light, I swear I'm going to have sunburn from it. But, so I think I'm going to get off here soon. If you guys, want me to come on more often, let me know. I don't even know if y'all like listening to me. I do want to upload on Rumble, so that's the main reason I wanted to come on and say. I will link my Rumble in the comments. I don't have anything on there right now. I only follow like 4 people. I follow the Badlands, Laura's View. Oh, another good channel that's on Badlands a lot is Rambo and Friends. Rambo and Friends. They're another amazing decoding group. Phenomenal decodes. Thank you so much, Chrissy, for being a mod. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and saying hi. A lot of familiar faces. Thank you guys so much for being such hype people on my Instagram. I cannot reply to anybody right now in Instagram. I can't reply to comments. I can't reply to DMs. My backup page, they already messed with. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I just can't do anything for like a week on there. Thank you all for coming in. My Rumble is going to be Maren Lee. It's just my first and middle name. And yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening to me rant. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for listening and supporting. I love all of you that are making content as well. Keep it up. Like I said, go follow Chrissy. Go follow Delphine. Light Warrior Network. That's Delphine is always on that channel with Jason. Originally from Arcana Shores. Because I know some of you have followed me from there. But yes, thank you guys so much. I will link everything I'm talking about in the comments. Thank you, Chrissy, for linking those channels I was talking about. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next rant. Love you all. Bye.